It's 2 in the morning. The room is completely dark. You're somewhere between awake and asleep, and then you feel it. That small warm weight pressing against the back of your legs. Or maybe it's next to your chest, or right on top of your pillow, inches from your face. Your cat has found you again. And here's the thing. Your cat has an entire house. Multiple rooms, multiple surfaces. A perfectly good cat bed you spent $30 on that she has never once used. She chose you. Most people think that's sweet, but scientists think it's something else entirely. The easy answer is warmth. Cats are attracted to heat, and human bodies are essentially walking radiators. So the thinking goes, your cat sleeps on you because you're warm, and that's pretty much the whole story. But that explanation has a problem. Cats seek out warm spots constantly. Sunny windowsills, laptop keyboards, laundry fresh from the dryer. They don't curl up on those things and start purring against your heartbeat. They don't follow those things from room to room. They don't search the house specifically for the dryer when they feel anxious. So warmth is clearly part of it. But warmth doesn't explain the full picture. What researchers have discovered goes much deeper, into the neuroscience of trust, the evolutionary logic of vulnerability, and a form of social bonding that most people never knew cats were even capable of. In 2019, a team of researchers at Oregon State University published findings that shook a lot of assumptions about feline psychology. Their study, which used what's called the secure base test, a method originally designed to measure attachment in human infants, found that the majority of domestic cats form genuine attachment bonds with their owners, not just habit, not just conditioning. Actual emotional bonds that influence their behavior and their stress response. This built on decades of earlier research, including studies from the University of Vienna that examined how cats track their owners' emotional states and adjust their own behavior in response. Cats, it turns out, are reading us far more carefully than we ever imagined. And where a cat chooses to sleep is, according to behavioral scientists, one of the clearest windows into what that cat actually feels about you. To understand why, you have to go back millions of years, to before the domestic cat existed at all. The ancestors of your cat were solitary hunters. Unlike wolves, who evolved within complex social packs, wild cats survived largely alone. They hunted alone, they defended territory alone, and crucially, they slept alone. Sleep, for a predator like a cat, is a moment of extreme vulnerability. During deep sleep, they can't hear approaching threats. They can't flee. They can't fight. For a wild animal, choosing where to sleep isn't a comfort decision. It's a survival decision. That instinct didn't disappear when cats became domestic. It's still running in the background of every feline brain. So when your cat chooses to sleep pressed against your body, in your most vulnerable unconscious state, she is overriding one of the deepest survival instincts in her entire nervous system. She is deciding on a neurological level that being near you is safer than being alone. Think about what that means for a moment. Luna does this every night with Mia. She'll wander the apartment for a few minutes after the lights go out, and then she always ends up in the same place, tucked into the curve behind Mia's knees, completely still. Mia used to think Luna just liked the warmth there. Now she understands something different is happening. Here's where it gets genuinely surprising. Research on cat sleep behavior has found that cats don't just choose where to sleep based on comfort. They choose based on scent, sound, and what scientists call perceived social safety. Your heartbeat, your breathing rhythm, and even your specific body odor create what researchers describe as a sensory signature that your cat's brain has catalogued as safe. There's a structure in the cat's brain, the amygdala, that processes threat detection and fear responses. Studies using neuroimaging in domestic animals have shown that familiar human scent actually downregulates amygdala activity in cats that have formed secure attachments. In plain language, your presence, your smell, the sound of your breathing, these things calm your cat's nervous system at a biological level. Your cat isn't just sleeping next to you because she likes you. She's sleeping next to you because her brain has classified you as part of her safety system. You are, neurologically speaking, her safe place. That's not a metaphor. That's neuroscience. And this runs in both directions in a way that's only recently gotten scientific attention. Studies on human sleep quality have found that people who sleep with a pet nearby often report feeling more secure and experience fewer nighttime stress responses. The same warmth, the same rhythmic breathing, the same sensory familiarity, it works on us too. There's something quietly remarkable happening in those late-night moments. Two species, separated by tens of millions of years of evolution, who arrived at domesticity through completely different paths, one as a pack animal designed for cooperation, one as a solitary hunter designed for independence, and they found each other. And somewhere in that finding, both of them learned to sleep more peacefully because the other one was there. So what can you actually watch for in your own cat? Pay attention to where on your body your cat chooses to sleep. Research suggests that cats who sleep near the head or chest, closer to your face and heartbeat, tend to show higher levels of social attachment than cats who sleep near the feet. Cats who sleep touching your skin directly, rather than on top of a blanket, are also showing a stronger drive for sensory closeness. And notice what happens when you move during the night. A cat who immediately repositions to stay in contact with you is demonstrating something deliberate. She's not just looking for a warm spot, she's looking for you specifically. That distinction matters. We spend a lot of time wondering what our cats think about us, whether they really care, whether the relationship is real or just transactional. And maybe the most honest answer to all of that is the one that happens at 2 a.m. in a dark and quiet room, when your cat, a descendant of one of nature's most self-sufficient creatures, crosses the bed to be closer to you. She doesn't need to be there. She chooses to be. And in the logic of a cat's nervous system, that choice means something. Where does your cat sleep? And has it changed over time as the two of you have gotten to know each other? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one, and those patterns are genuinely fascinating to compare. If you want to keep exploring what's actually happening inside your pet's mind, subscribe. There's a lot more science ahead that I think you're going to find surprising.